is going to be more about geometric patterning and working with the geometric patterning. So we're gonna look for a partner soon to do that one-on-one. It's gonna happen one-on-one at first. Why the geometric patterning? For those who were there in Den Helder, you could see what the effect of the Eja'i Chi Pah was in the end. Everybody started out doing their own movements, their own in their own triangle, let's say, in their own pyramid, and in the end you could see that all geometric patterning that is within everybody was so aligned, was so connected to one another, that there was just one big shift of energy. Now, we are going to be presenting pretty soon, I hope, Eja'i Chi Pah workshops. We're also going to be doing that here in Belgium and Holland. It's going to be an experience of a couple of days, but that's for next year. Because it's very interesting to teach you how to work with this material, and it's going to be a beautiful workshop. I already know that right now.
Well, just think, can't we do it in December?
In December? No, because it's going to be too fast. We've got people need to integrate in December, but the Eja'i Chi Pah workshop is coming up. Geometric patterning. What is that all about? You know that we have different layers. We have the magnetic layer, we have the geometric layer, and we have the layer of gravity, which is creating our bodies. In the geometric layer, we work with patterning. We work with vibrations, we work with frequencies, and these are that which eventually is creating the body and creating the world around us. Eja'i Chi Pah is about balancing, harmonizing, neutralizing even those geometric patterns around us, so you can actually be here now. Because this is something that people usually don't know, but when you are completely in the moment, when you are completely in the now, all geometry falls away. It neutralizes itself completely. So if you are completely in that stillness, the geometric stillness also occurs. And this is one of the most sacred experiences that you can have in this field of experience on planet Earth. It's beautiful to see when you have all that movement around you that is creating your reality, and there's so many different geometric shapes, and then you enter into that geometric balance, and all of a sudden it's like the light of the geometric patterns. It just falls away completely, and the space around you just opens up totally, and everything liquefies, everything goes liquid, because there is no more need for geometric creation at that point, because you are totally being returned control of your moment, of your now, which is what universal freedom is in the end all about. Having control, having the mastery over the complete now moment, no matter what is happening around you. The only reason why you are seeing the things around you that you are seeing is because you are defining the geometry that is around you. Because you are defining it. You are actually allowing the mind to take that beautiful work of art that is the constantly changing world of geometry and to define it, to make a moment of that, to stick that in a box so that it becomes solid. Geometry that is not left untouched to do what it wants becomes solid and solidifies like the body solidifies, you see. Eja'i Chi Pah takes that away. If you were to do the Eja'i Chi Pah workshops on a very, very regular basis, which I'm talking about 12 hours a day actually, for about a month, which is...
possible in December.
if you were to do that, then what you would see is an amazing experience. It is what happens after about 10 days, 10 of those classes, is the actual manifestation of light that starts to come into your purity. You begin to have the ability to generate light on your hand. What you are basically generating is a geometric pattern that is wanting to take on a shape, waiting for you to take on shape, or rather yet, better yet, to be let go again, That's very important. And then if you continue, like 10 classes down the road, let's say, what you end up with is that total zero space, where the now is completely in such geometric balance that what you are creating as geometry and what is seen around you as geometry is exactly the same. So both geometric patterns fall away. What we're going to do today is we're going to start with creating the pyramid once again. In a minute I'm going to put on some music. And we're going to be creating the pyramid once again, and after that I'm going to ask you already now to find a partner, to find a person, one person that you can connect with after the pyramid experience, and we're going to start using the, let's call it the infinity angle, to work with the geometric shapes. So you're going to be creating the geometry and passing it on to each other, and you're going to see at first that you're just going to be in your own sense of movement, that you're going to be creating your own shapes, your own geometric shapes, but after a while you'll start noticing when like magic happens and you actually connect on a geometric level. This is when you step into each other's magnetic fields and you can actually connect on a geometric level, and the geometric movement that you are going to be doing is going to become one. All you need to do is don't think about what you're doing, because if you do that, it's not going to work. If you do that, you're going to fall back, especially those like James and Kamaya who have practiced martial arts are going to find the urge. Is there anyone else here who did martial arts at one point in their life? Not on a high level, or, oh yeah, take it, okay. Well, if you go back to the movements that were taught to you during martial arts classes, you're going to see that you're going to be working with mind-based thinking. You're not going to be working with the Akene. The Akene will not allow you to use any of the shapes, any of the movements that you have priorly known, that you have been taught at a certain point. But I guess for you guys, last time when we actually started in Helder with those movements, it must be pretty difficult not to fall back to those movements that have been taught to you, right? Yeah, I can imagine. So, I would suggest to the both of you not to be each other's partner then. Because you're probably going to be ending up in a martial arts class. So maybe this is a good moment as I go start looking for the music to find a mate, I wanted to say, but to find a partner. So do that right now. Set yourself up somewhere in a space, anywhere here, and make sure that you have enough space. Make sure that you have enough space around you so that you won't be hitting anyone. Okay? So, keep your distance at this point from your partner, because the first step of the exercise, first step of the Eja'i Chi Pah, you are going to be doing alone. It's about finding the center at first. So, let's start with the essence of the I am breath. As you start breathing in, you become aware that your body is more than your body, that your flesh is not the boundary that you think it is. You go way beyond that. And as we are going to breathe now, we are going to become aware of that totality that we are. As you breathe in, take in all the energy that is around you. As you breathe in, focus on the I, the concept, the concept of I. And I breathe in all that is I. And as I breathe out, I create all that I am. Breathing in is the I, breathing out is the am. So let's do a couple of breaths. I am. Let's do it again. Even this voice that you are hearing now is you, is part of your I experience. You breathe in and you breathe out. And you breathe in and you breathe out. We're going to take a moment now to integrate everything that had happened to us in the past. Because all that was just a story. All of your past was but a story. All that matters is what you are breathing in now and what you are breathing out as you create the space that is around you. Focus then. Focus on the Akene behind your thymus. It's going to start burning as the sun inside is once again made aware of its existence. Let it burn. Let it open up. And from the depths of the earth, a gift is sent to you in the form of a lotus flower. It's going to be this lotus flower that's going to support you throughout the exercise. It opens up right under your feet so you can stand on it. So if at any point you feel the room going liquid, you will have the support of the lotus. That's what it does. As you continue breathing the I am, focus on going deep within the center of your chest. If you can see that the Akene is a star, a brilliant, brilliant star, a sun, then we're going to travel now to the heart of that star, so go inside of it. And you travel through dimensions and you go deep to end up in the center of that star. And what you find there is the triangle and the circle and the infinity energy. As you do the breathing, focus on your blank DNA. It is available to you now. DNA that is filled with possibilities still. This is the part of your DNA that hasn't been made manifest yet. with that aspect of your DNA as you bring in the energy of the neocortex. Let the fantasy begin. And we bring in the elements. The element of earth, the element of water, air, and light, fire, all brought together in that which we call consciousness. In a minute, as the music will start, you will feel the energy of the dolphin approach you. It contacts you through the water of your body. It swims within the dolphin that is within. Let it touch you now, looking at you now. And it's telling you that you have changed so much, so many layers now gone, and you're here. You're here with a dolphin inside. It wants to come out through your heart. Be the portal and let that dolphin come out as you breathe. 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 Give birth to the dolphin. It surrounds you now. It surrounds you now. Twirling. Playing. Touching. Dancing. Singing. Blending. Showing you the way of simplicity. Simplicity. And all thoughts just go away. Away. All that you were is gone. Dolphin takes up position in front of you. And as it does, it calls for the whale. Inside of you, the whale, wisdom, wealth, wonderment. You are wise beyond your imagination. See what the dolphin and the whale simplicity, power, hand in hand, and you in control. Let the whale go behind you, taking up position behind you now, to the left, where it's always been. Before you can let go of that energy, here comes the turtle, the whole moon. It's sending you its frequencies, ancient, authentic. Let it tell you the story of creation, how the earth once began so long ago. And as it does, you remember now that you came here to the earth. You created the earth and the water and the wind and the fire and the flame and consciousness. Listen to the story of the whole. Have you ever heard its song? It sings once every 100 years. It sings the whole noon, and its song is unique. It always sings for just one person, emerging from the depth of the ocean as it comes towards you with a song that you can't hear, but you feel it, the song of the whole noon, as it sings, and it makes you move. It sings of continents and other worlds where it knew you as well. It's a keeper of energy, simplicity. Let it return that simplicity and that knowledge to you now. It only sings for you now. For you. Takes up its position behind you to the right, and the triangle is complete. Dolphin, whale, and turtle are one, are blended with you. I ask you to invite the higher self above you now. Above you now. Let it connect to the turtle and the whale and the dolphin enter the heart of experience. Everything here in this room is experience. An experience of you. The lights, the candles, the chairs, the plants, and the people around you being observed by you and observing you. I am, I am, I am, I am, I am that I am. Around you, and as that happens, your DNA wakes up, strand after strand, filled with knowledge. You can't describe it, but deep down you know that you are the wall. Deep down, you know that you are creating the wall. We're going to a place of stillness now. And all things stop. And slowly, we become aware. There's a creation in front of you. A partner, reflection, reflecting your image right back to you. Get ready to open your eyes and watch your partner. An image of you, a reflection of you. If you can just look beyond. Look beyond what you see and what you know and what you think and what you feel and what you want and what you need and what you hope and what you dream. Look beyond. Find yourself deep within. Don't you focus on what is missing, but on what is there. Your partner inside. I'm going to ask one of you, just one, to put your hand on your heart. One of you. within yourself. Make the shape that is you looking back. And take your second hand as the image becomes more complete. In a moment, I'm gonna ask the other person to step inside of the field of magnetics, to take one step. Do it now. Welcome in the field of magnetics. You blend, you become one. Let the other describe your geometry. You're safe and sound. There is no fear here. And two, the second one, I'm gonna ask to start creating the magnetics that you feel or that you see. Whatever that move might be, start making it. Geometry and magnetics dancing as one. Use your dreams as a way of creation. Feel the urge to start moving around each other, to turn and turn. Choose the direction of the magnetics. You are creating a language. A song. A dance. The world is born. A world of love and joy and freedom. Feel what it's like to be geometry and magnetics. How easy it is, that aspect of yourself. See, this is what you do all the time when you're not looking. It's what you do when you're not thinking. It's what you do when all you do is to feel. Maybe a sound wants to exist. If So, let the sounds come on. Let the sound of geometry come up. Like the turtle and the whale and the dolphin. Do you feel the field of creation? And in a moment, start changing places with one another as the fields will shift. Magnetics and geometry. Feel the difference of that field. Just turn around each other now. Change. Magnetics and potentials. Those potentials. You, controlling the magnetic field, are bringing in the potentials of this moment. And you, working with geometry, are taking those potentials and making them real. Don't think about it. Don't think about what you would want. It is there already. Have some fun with this. How does it feel to be in the other position? Is there a song that wants to come out? I think there is. There is a dolphin inside after all. Starting to blend. Your movements are aligning as the magnetics of potentials and its counterpart, creation, is aligning. Between you, there is the earth. You see the earth. It's right there where your achilles touch. Bring in the potentials of creation. Bring it into the earth. understand that everybody around us is a different reality, another dimension of potential and creation. So what we'll do in a minute is start to move again, to turn around again, and as you do, start changing partners and look them in the eye. The minute the music is gonna go up, and get ready to start turning. And as you turn and touch another group, just let go of your partner and start that flow up of going from one person to the next, to the next, to the next. Connecting that balance and that harmony as you do. Here we go. Start to move. The words are going to go away now. You know now what to do. So there will be stillness. The stillness that you find when you create. The stillness when you find when the mind is gone. Start turning around and around and around and around as you connect to one and the other 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 and the other. Don't stay too long. I know you want to stay, but just go and flow and flow and flow and create magnetics and geometry both at once now. Just create. And don't think. Keep on turning. You'll find someone. And another. And another. And another. And another. And another. And another. Maybe you'll find 3, 4, or 5. It's all inside of one. then the air, and then the light. If you create and you take geometry and magnetics, you combine them through your fingertips. You don't have to think. The connections are just made. They're simply made. Connecting the elements. And the dolphins and the whales, they know what to do with your creation that you do through your fingertips. Ameane ich ahoni aine ana ich one ane ikena oya o ayane ikeni me ich ohnahi ai hane hane hei hana heya oh hamiya na aki aye one ami hami one ahiane ameine ainoe okani kane inzani ehoi oh I changing that perception. Start to see through the eyes of all that are here. Use the akine and see through the eyes of all that are here. And in a minute now, all language will stop. All that will remain is the language of energy. You know the recipe now. It begins with the dolphin and the whale and the turtle and the higher self. That's where you begin. And then you take it in to geometry and into magnetics. And then you shift. As you shift, you take the elements of the fingertips and you connect the elements. And in that connection, the sounds, they come up. Neutrality of the M. And the earth of the O. And the water of the A. And the sky of the E. And the fire of the I. That's how you create your day. That's form. You need to move and be liquid. Go and go. I see your thoughts. You're connecting to the partner in front of you and not the one inside of you. It's about the partner that is inside of you, Imzaia. So let's begin again. Make sure that you stay with a partner no longer than 10 seconds. Otherwise, you kick in the illusion of form. We don't want that, now do we? We're going to go to one last song. But before we go there, I'm going to remind you one last time. So stay in the energy. You can also stay in the energy without song or without balanced speech. I'm just going to remind you one last time how it works. First you bring in the dolphin and the whale and the turtle. You create the triangle and you take in the higher self to create a pyramid. As you do that, one of the both of you takes on the shapes of geometry and the other one takes on the shape of magnetics. And you start to move. Magnetics is all about bringing in the potentials. Geometry is about creating the truth behind the potentials, manifesting the potentials. And once you start to do that, you start to shift and you start to get in a state of flux, moving around and around and around. And again, I see those who are stuck in form, who are looking at their partners, although they would be a form. Again, I see those who are stuck, so start to move again, start to move again. It's always the love angels that get stuck. Start to move again. So, after you bring in all of that and you start to move, then you start connecting the elements that are on your fingertips. The thumbs, they carry the energy of earth. The next fingers, they carry the element of water. And the middle finger that you raise at each other so often on this lifetime, in this planet, it is about consciousness. So next time when someone gives you the finger, it's a sign of consciousness. And then the next fingers are all about the air, and the last fingers, the pinkies, are all about the light. It's the smallest finger that carries the most energy. Isn't that interesting? And as that happens, as you start making those connections, then what you will do after that is bring in the sounds. That brings in the geometric sound to create that which you have set out to create. The beautiful thing about being here now is that you are not even aware of what you are creating. All that you are doing is experiencing all things. And if you do all of these things correctly, my beloved Imzaia, my family, what you will end up with then is the sight of all things. You will see through everything in this room. And as you see through everything in this room, all will vanish. You have an opportunity in the next period of the now to start doing that. And don't think about all the things I said just now. I'm going to be very, very quiet in a couple of seconds. And just start the process. The only time when I will speak is when I see you are getting stuck in form again. So, my beloved Imzaia, there we go. Have fun. And after this song, I'm going to invite you to come back to the earth. So just as a reminder, Eja'i That's all you need to do. That's all you need to know. Enjoy the coming 15 minutes. I will see you again on the other side and create the passion of your heart by bringing in the energy of the dolphin, the whale, and the sea turtle. And so it is. Come on now, don't get stuck, and start to move. Find the partner that is within. See you on the other side. What a bitch.
Don't stand still now. Don't get stuck now. And then oka mehonine hameh no. It's I am. I am. I am. Start breathing. Start slowing down. We're gonna go all the way into ourselves now. All the way into ourselves now. Take that energy that was built, put it in yourself now, in that space that is the universe, the Akane, that space. In the coming minute, I'm going to invite you to just breathe in and breathe out the I am that I am. 2 minutes of breathing. Okay, let's come back into the room. Slowly open the eye, which should be pretty open by now, by the way. The eye. Yes. Yes.
So it is.
So you see, it's still a very, very playful method of Eja'i Chi Pah, the beginning of what is to come. For those who want to remember what we just did, I took the liberty of writing it here on the board, so you can note it down, Eja'i Chi Pah. So the first level that we did in the last few times is all about, begins with the I am breathing. Everything begins with you breathing. I am breathing. So it is about breathing in the I, the things that are all around you, breathing in the I, and breathing out the am. You see? So you take in everything and you accept it as you, so you will never identify with the things around you, but you will accept your own creatorship over everything that is around you. I, breathe it in. And as you breathe it out, you accept the fact that you are creating all that is around you. First you accept it is you, and then you accept you are creating. I am. I am. Takes you beyond the body, that. And then after that you start with the dolphin, whale and Honu activation, which is bringing in the dolphin the way we did, and putting him in front of you, and taking the whale, putting it to the back of you, to the left, taking in the Honu, or taking out actually I should say, the Honu and putting it to the right, in the back of you. And then what you do, you put them on the ground basically in a triangle. You take in the higher self from above and you start connecting these things so that you are standing in your own personal pyramid, which is badly drawn here. So that is basically the first level of Eja'i Chi Pah, which is what we did last time, and then you can start variations on that theme by dancing around or by having the group that you are with or yourself just go into that energy like we did in Den Helder, or creating a story based on neocortex energy, which we did last time when we were here. Remember the dancing trees that we had, and the rainbow energies that came in there. That's the first level of Eja'i Chi Pah. Today we went a little bit further with the second level. So as you then look for a partner, you choose which partner is going to be the first representation of the geometry. And you choose who is then obviously going to be the representation of magnetics. 1 and 1. The one representing the magnetics is representing the field of potentials. Bringing those in, basically. And the one who is representing the geometry is creating those potentials, is manifesting them. So you are both weaving, but one is actually taking the energy and the other is weaving the energy. After a while, you start shifting that, you start moving that around, as you remember, from one to the other, and that is called the dance of manifestation, which is just going round and round and round and round, and connecting all that geometric energy and that magnetic energy together. And once you are going in that mood, once that is starting to activate, what you then do is you bring in the elements. And you bring in the elements through your hands and through the sounds that you are making. As I told you, the M is the neutral sound. It's the state of neutrality, the simple That's why the Om is so very important. It is about the silence, it's about the neutrality, which is leaving the hands open simply, because you're still creating at that point. And then you have the Oh, the Ah, the Eh, the Ich. The Oh stands for the earth and is based at the thumbs. So if you start playing around with the movement of the hands then, which you see in many cultures by the way, you can actually connect, for instance, the earth and the water together, if you start creating that way, or you can do it like this. You can connect the earth to the earth and make the earth stronger, the earth connection stronger. That is nothing that you think about, because you don't even know exactly what you are creating. Basically, what you are creating is nothing more than universal love and joy and that sense of freedom. But however it's going to show up in your life that moment is the way you are creating it. So you are just creating the movements, you see, no matter what you are creating. O stands for the earth, the A stands for the water, and it's your index finger. Now I remember, I wanted to ask James, what is the base finger? But it's the index finger, obviously. And then you go to the ring finger. This one here is actually the connection to the sky. And this one is the connection, your little pinky, is the connection to the light. And these fingers are the connection to your consciousness. So next time somebody passes you on the street, does like this, you know, thank you. Thank you, you're connecting my consciousness. Wonderful.
So I actually helps it to you.
Sorry?
Yeah,
you actually said hi. Let's call that the Imzaia hi. And then of course, the middle is the consciousness, this one. It doesn't have a sound, because consciousness is all about stillness, right? And then some pointers, because I noticed that a lot during the exercise that you were doing now. Don't forget to move. You are still in the illusion of form, and as you get lost in each other's eyes, you are not getting lost in each other's energy. Don't mistake that for truth, because you will be drawn to that person's facade. You will be drawn to, if it is a partner of your liking, you will be drawn to other things than the facade, but it's not going to be about the energy, especially in these classes. When you get to class 10 or something, then you begin to have an insight in the illusion of form, and you can actually work on a different level. You can actually start to look beyond it, but again, there's practice. So keep on moving, keep making sure that you don't attach any sentiment to the partner that you are with at that point, because if you look longer than a couple of seconds, then you will start making a connection. And it's about making that connection and getting out again, and making another connection again, and another connection, and another connection, and another connection, because all is equal. And you will, if you stay longer, you will have the desire to look at those people that you really like and stay there for 10 minutes, and then you happen to enter into contact with a partner you don't like, and you stay 10 seconds and you're gone again. That's a judgment. You will say, oh, but it feels so good to dance with you. Yeah, right. It's the illusion of form. It feels good to dance with everybody. So don't forget to move, and the most important thing in that movement is that you don't connect to the partner which is in front of you, but you connect to the inner partner. The inner partner, which basically is the universe, the totality. That's the partner, that's your body, right? And then, if you can take it far enough, but we were actually not doing it long enough, then we have to do it for an hour or so, is the expression of all things that comes in then. When you connect and connect and connect and connect and connect and connect from partner to partner to partner, in the end, if you are in that movement of geometry, you will begin seeing through each other's eyes, like those who were in Hawaii on the black sand turtle beach experienced when we're playing around with the akene. You start seeing through each other's eyes, which is an amazing thing. And if you then come to the end, you start again with the I am breathing. So you just take that all inside, and you are transformed, and you are basically ready to begin your day. Now, of course, most of you have been focusing on the dancing and haven't been focusing on the geometrical movements. This becomes much more important, the movements that you do and the actual energy that is behind that, the actual geometry that is behind that becomes much more important as you begin to get a deeper understanding of all of this. So these two classes basically are just about getting the hang of it, so that you know the basics, and then the rest of the classes which are going to come after these are basically about learning how to actually work with the elements, and how to work with those movements, and how to work with the sounds and everything, so that you can actually make things happen in your reality, you see? But for now, these two classes are fun. I hope you like them. We're going to take a short break now. I think it's almost 11:30 already.
Yeah.
It is. So we're going to take a short 15-minute break, and I'll see you all back here at 11:45. Okay? Thank you for participating. It was fun to do this class with you. I hope you got a hang of the Lemurian that was being spoken, that you felt what was behind that, with actually some great recipes for life that I was giving you. Ways of combining the geometry that makes your life so very simple. Only you are not ready to hear these things in English, because those recipes simply aren't available in English. I can only give them to you in Lemurian. In English they would mean nothing. They would mean wood goes to light and floor is a confession, you know, that sort of thing. It would mean nothing. But actually, when you do it in the geometry of Lemurian, then it actually means stuff. Then you get the recipes for life. Now, the third class, and the fourth class, and the fifth class are all based on the recipes for life. So that is what we'll do as we continue. But actually, if you really want to learn this, it would be good to take a 5 or 7 day or maybe even 8-day workshop to really get the hang of this, because I think it would be great to bring these Eja'i Chi Pah classes back to earth, to bring it back into existence. And everybody who obviously comes to that workshop that we'll be organizing in December, according to Ambika, I don't know, we'll see. Everybody that comes to that workshop is very much invited to also take it out there. And each time in Lemuria, when an Eja'i Chi Pah workshop was done, actually the entirety of Eja'i Chi Pah changed. It's like an open source platform like you have on the internet these days. You have Windows, right? And you have Macintosh. But then there's an operating system called Linux or Linux. I don't know, Linux, I think. Yeah, it is a platform which is open source. That means that those working with it, who are programmers, keep enhancing it, keep adding to it. So usually what happens during those Eja'i Chi Pah classes in the past, and due to the akineic energy that will happen again in the classes that we will be setting up, you will find out that you will be enhancing the entire Eja'i Chi Pah concept. Because you are a part of that. As you learn it, as you learn how to be a teacher of this, actually the Eja'i Chi Pah energy will forever run through you as well. So as teachers are added to it, the systemology or the methodology of it starts changing every single time, and that's the beauty of it. So I look forward, really look forward to be teaching those workshops. That could be very interesting. But anyway, let's take a break now. Thank you all for your beauty and your laughter and your joy, and be blessed. I'll see you after a break.